Welcome back, folks, to my journey series back to beta 1.4. This is our second episode in this update. As you can see, I found a spawner. I've actually already got in. Oh dear, somebody's seen me. I've already got it lit up. As you can see, it is a spider spawner. Got some iron in the chest, some saddles, which is always nice, and a disc. Excellent. So I'll just show you what this is. You might already have seen it, or you might know what it is. Oh dear, there's multiple skeletons. Give me a second. Oh, let me just take these guys out. It's not essential I take them out, but it's always nice just to get rid of them. Yeah, so this is just by the desert village over there. It's in a cave. I do want to say that since we've got water stream here, I think water stream currents are a lot stronger. As you can see, I'm not moving that fast. Obviously, if I start jumping, I am. But the example I want to give is that if I'm stuck under a roof like that, look at that, I'm barely moving. I'm barely moving. Water stream currents are a lot stronger than they used to be. So yeah, and they're a lot stronger than they are in modern updates, that's for sure. Anyway, that's just something I observed during the time that I've played in this update. But as you can see, village over there, spawner over there. We might make use of it, we might not. It really just depends. We can make a mini arena out here, and then we'd have an arena for all spawners. Anyway, so today we're going to do a bit of a different project. We're going to be working on kind of a campsite. It's hard to really tell what it is, but it's going to be like a kind of camp area with, hopefully with tents, but also with like a wall. Not a wall as in a city wall, but a wall as in a fence kind of thing. More than just a fence as in the fence block in Minecraft, but not as much as a wall, if you know what I mean. We'll use wooden logs to create that. I've been looking around. I spent about an hour yesterday wandering around looking for a place to build it. I was going to build it over there, but I kind of want to build it closer to this area so that it kind of feels part of this, because we've got our village here, we've got our ruins up there, our base over there, we've got our note blocks way in the back there. I was really hoping to put it somewhere down there. I didn't want to put it too close to the castle, though. We might end up putting it over there, or we could put it on that island over there. There's an idea. We can maybe build a bridge to get to the island. So as you can see, the ruins are over there. The desert village is just over there. As I was saying, I was thinking about putting the campsite over here. I don't want to call it a campsite though, because it's more than that. It's kind of like an outpost of some sort, a villager outpost. No, but yeah, I was going to put it here. To be honest, this is actually, it's quite a good area. I do like it. The overhang, the route to get here. I was thinking of putting the note blocks here, but I opted against that. But yeah, I was going to put the thing here. You can see that, you know, there's still a piece of grass missing. It's very flat, unnaturally flat. Yeah, I just opted against it though. We could put it here. I would prefer to have put it against a hillside, but if we do a bit of clearing out, then this is kind of like, is it a bit too close to the village? I don't think so. The good thing is we'll be able to see it from the village. And so in that sort of a way, it feels more part of the, you know, part of the area. You can see the ruins, you can see the village. I was actually thinking of doing another castle build over there, building another castle. The reason for that would be simply because it's like a rival castle of that one. So we might do that at some point. Not sure if we will or not, but it's an idea. You know, the idea that there was another kind of faction over here, and then they destroyed that faction, and then they took over the land, kind of thing. Might be pretty cool. But for now, we'll work on this kind of outpost place. We're going to take off quite a bit of this dirt, actually. Would have been better to have used TNT, I think, but we'll just use a spade for now. So, I've spent some time chopping trees and flattening the ground here. We're just going to get started. As I said, we're going to build a sort of fence out of, well, these logs. I might get rid of this sandbank as well at some point. But for now, we'll just work on the top. So, I was wanting to make it circular. That's probably not going to be possible. We're not going to get a circular area that's big enough. So, what we're going to do is, well, I know, let's just do it one high first. And we'll just kind of like, yeah, we don't want to make it too straight. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll just alternate between one side and the other, and then just kind of, yeah, cut it around here. We don't need to fill up all the spaces in this this island, so that should be okay. And as I said, this is a sort of campsite area, outpost. You know, it could be a local nomadic tribe or something, I don't know. Nomadic tribes, I think, still exist in the world today in places like the Namibian desert, and, well, to a certain degree, they may exist elsewhere. I'm sure you may or may not know more than I do about nomadic living, but yeah, they do still exist. Although obviously the world's population mainly lives in cities. For the first time in I think we've come a bit too far around. I think it was like 2017 or something, for the first time ever, there was more than 50% of the world's population living in urban areas, which is crazy to think about. You know, humanity's been around for so long, and only now are we living in is city living most common. Well, it's not so crazy, but you know, we're just used to everything going on in the city. That's where, you know, most people live, loads of people live, schools are, shops are, everything like that. It's just crazy to think that that wasn't always the way of life, but there you go. Anyway, as you can see, we've managed to build the site. We're going to have the entrance here. We're going to build a bit of a bridge over here, I reckon, because we've got this kind of stack here that will hopefully enable us to, yeah, just bridge the gap, bridge the water. Let's see, let's do that. So we've got a 3-wide exit, whichever one you prefer, whichever way you're going. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, yeah, create the road like this. And we're going to try and line it up with the exit here. We'll just put that there. Is that fine? I think we need to, yeah, that should be alright. So we've got it all lined up. So this is the size of the cab. First thing I want to do, let's talk about wooden slabs. So I've spoken about these before. You may or may not know much about them. Basically, these are different from the oak wooden slabs that we have in Minecraft today. In my first world, which was, by my first world, I'm not talking about the demo world, my first world that was generated when I got the actual game, it was in 1.2.5. These still existed, and so even today in that world, I've still got some of these kicking about. What makes them different is a number of things. For one thing, it's not an axe that's the right tool. Let's try the sword, actually. Yeah, it's not even the sword. So it's not the axe that's the right tool, it's actually the pickaxe. The second thing is they are fire resistant. Come on! Nice sunset. We can admire it, for sure. Screenshot should work again after some bugs in the last update. Or was it 1.2? I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, they should be fire resistant. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a bit of a fire, I reckon. Let's put it here. So I think what we'll do is we'll have the kind of a bit of a path maybe going around the outside. We're not going to have too many tents, I don't think. We don't have much space. Would I want this to be any bigger? Maybe slightly, but I'm not going to complain. So I think we'll put the campfire here. So let's dig down, get that, and then, oh, we should actually, I was going to say we should, I was going to use wood, but it would make more sense to use cobble. Anyway, for start, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show off that, right, and you'll see that they don't burn. And for reference, we're going to, I don't know, put some planks next door. We'll put planks there, you'll see that'll disappear, I think. I think it catches fire quicker if it's above, maybe not. Anyway, right, let's get to building some of the tents. So I got white wool. I think white wool will be good for the building of a tent. I've never built a tent before in Minecraft. So, yeah, we're going to have to learn from scratch. Learn quickly, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something like that. Maybe, in fact, I was going to say let's make shears, and then I was like, shears do not exist. What would be better? I feel like I feel like we could get away with doing something like this. Do that. Do that. Let's keep it going out the way, I would say. As I said, I never built a tent before. I have stayed in a tent on many occasions. I may have told the story, I definitely told this story in live stream, but when I was in Portugal, I went camping in a hurricane. Well, it was a pretty massive storm. I think it was a hurricane. The epicenter, I'm not sure when it was. I think it was to the north of where I was staying. But yeah, that was definitely the weirdest camp trip I've ever had. Let's actually just get rid of this, and we're gonna get the fences going up. This is actually good because the fence doesn't, like the full fence texture doesn't appear, so it kind of looks like it's just a pole. These aren't burning. I mean, difficulty doesn't matter. So what if we do that? That doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, the alternative is that we do it like that. I think that's too small. So I think we should be fine. I think swords will be the right thing, no doubt. So yeah, we could do that. Should we make it go out one more? Should we throw a bed in? Maybe that's a bit extreme. This tent is very, very tall. Very extreme. Or maybe we should move the pole. Maybe the pole should be further forward. It's really bad though because, yeah, the texture of or the hitbox, the collision box of the fence it just kind of gets in your way. But I think that should be fine. Yeah, this ain't burning. It's very peculiar. Anyway, let's work on the path a bit. I was thinking of using, gravel. And we could just like kind of spread the gravel around. So this is kind of like a, I want to say semi-permanent shelter or semi-permanent living area. More than just like a temporary home, if you know what I mean. I can't think of an example off the top of my head. Maybe if you know anything about the Romans, they used to create massive marching camps with lots of people working hard to make the put the camps up to make them work. It's kind of like that, although maybe not as permanent. I think we need to move this. Can we move this back any further? We're gonna have to move it back, I reckon. I don't want to move it back any further though. We can move the fence a bit. So that's a poor excuse for a smaller tent that I've put in. I kind of wish I had the pole in the middle though. I mean, we could in theory add it. We just wouldn't be able to actually stand in the tent. If we put it like there, yeah, it's a little less authentic, but whatever. The path looks, path looks okay in my opinion. We'll just keep it going round. I'm not a huge fan of the gravel texture like the older one. I feel it's too pink. I know that sounds crazy, but if you put that, you can see it's got a little tinge to it when you compare it against stone and cobble and all that. Let's get that on the bar. Is there anything else we could add? I was wanting to add like a water barrel or something. I'm not sure how that would look. You can do it with doors these days, but it just looks better because there's more door textures, just the traditional wood one. We're going to need 4 doors. We might as well do it. It's typical. I've got plenty of doors back at my alpha base that I could have brought for this, but whatever. We've also got note blocks. They've got a funny texture, and so I was wondering if we could use them for something. The main thing is that we're going to have to build the walls up a bit, but for now, let's work on this. Let's do that. At the end of it all, we could just simply, use these as a trap or something. We could do a creeper trap. Right, let's take that out. In fact, you know what? It'd be better if we could put them in the ground a bit, but that's unlikely to work. Is it? Could we make it work? I don't think it would work though, that's the thing. I don't know. It looks interesting. If we put down the grass, yeah, it looks interesting. That's for sure. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove the wooden slabs. I've already given my spiel about them, but we're actually going to use, I think, cobble instead. I think that would look a little more authentic. Don't know why, but we'll try it, see how it works. Of course, we do have the cobble slabs now. Unfortunately, we still only get 3 per craft, but I'm not complaining. There you go. Put them around. And then I wonder if there was a big, not an outcry from the community, but I'm wondering if people actually were desperate for those slabs to be added, you know, more slabs instead of just the stone ones. Be interesting to find out. Right, so we've got this here. I do want to put another tent here, maybe. Should we work on the wall a bit, get rid of some of these wooden logs? I think what we'll do is we'll build up the main wall here. What we're going to do is we're going to put them there, I think, instead of right up against this tent, just because I think that would make it look better. And then we're just going to add stacks next to it. Actually, you know what, let's put down these as if they're like crates. Let's just like kind of, maybe not there. There's not much space, is there? Yeah, we'll do something like that. And we've got the fire in place. Let's keep going with the wall. We're going to need more logs eventually. But as I said, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be adding, yeah, bits and bobs to the wall. Maybe not here, maybe not right at the very front. The front can be kind of smoothed out. But the rest of it is going to have variations. Although, to be fair, that'll make people able to jump. Should we make it 5 high? Would you say to 5 high? But yeah, I'm actually liking this a lot so far. I'm not sure if it'll look more or less authentic. I almost don't like the wall though, the wall I almost don't like. Like, I'm happy with it being one tall, but I almost don't like it from the inside. So maybe we should just ditch it or something. Or maybe just leave it as a... See, a one tall wall doesn't make sense though, that's the thing. Maybe it's for small animals. Maybe it's for dingoes. I don't know. Maybe dingoes can jump. You can even get dingoes in Minecraft. So I decided to get rid of the wall. Didn't really like it. Obviously, from a practical point of view, yes, for defense and all that, keeping things out, insects, well, not insects, animals and, you know, invaders and all that, fair enough. But from an aesthetic point of view, I didn't really like it, especially when you're standing over there. You want to actually be able to see what's inside. I mean, you can make a glass wall, but that's unrealistic in my opinion. As you can see, I've grown a tree. We're going to try and make a bit of a hedge of some sort. And we might try this in other builds as well. We're going to try to, you know, kind of create some bushes. Now, obviously, you cannot pick up leaves in this version. There's no silk touch. There's no shears. But if we get our dimensions right, the log should be here. So what I want to do is maybe cut away some of this. And as long as the log stays in place, we should have ourselves a nice kind of, yeah, hedge, as I said. I don't want it to be this tall though. It's a wee bit too tall. These crates look okay. I'm happy with them. The wall's ever expanding as well. This is where I got stuck in, by the way, in case you were interested. I don't want to have any wood showing either, any like wooden logs, but at the same time we may have to resort to that. Yeah, let's just leave it. Maybe we could like... I don't want to do any more because there's no going back. Right, so we've got that in place. I was thinking of maybe adding some chests. I'm happy with this. I don't want this to be any higher. I'm fine with it. We'll just leave it as it is and hopefully we can get by. Let's make ourselves a chest. And we'll just use this. I was thinking we could actually... Do fences burn? I feel like fences are going to burn. I was going to say because we could like put fences over as if there was like a cooking pot or something. But that might kind of detract from the look of the place. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We'll see if it burns. If it does, I mean, at least we tried. What could we add to that? I'm not sure. It could well burn. The fact that the planks didn't suggests it should be okay. Also, I hate the fact that this won't face the front. It will if I put it against the wall, which we should probably do. There we go. Good. Well, I'm kind of happy with this. I'm not going to lie. It looks quite quaint, really nice. The small fence doesn't look too bad. Is there anything else I could add? Not sure. I brought some bricks, but I don't think we'll add them. Yeah, I think we'll just go with it. Let's just leave it. I don't want to do too much to it. It's nice. It's quaint. It gives us something else close by, kind of like just a campsite. It looks fine. I think I'll just leave it there then. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Next episode, you'll have to wait and see what we're doing, but we'll be doing hopefully something practical. But until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.